What the? Anyways. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 5th episode of the server. Here we are, looking for our allies so we can finally finish the super smelter. But I don't know if any are here. We'll just have to see. And put that on. Oh, found him. Ow. Hi, fellas. Hi, you're mine now. I would like to welcome you guys to the first employee of the server. Welcome, paid employee. I hope you have a very fun time. Right. There are gonna be some losses, right? I mean, they're gonna get caught up here. It's whatever. But you know, most of them get down there. So, honestly, as long as it's some percent efficient, that's good in my books. I mean, it's a completely AFK farm. I don't really care how efficient it is. Oh, excuse me. I need to replace this with glass, but for now, I don't really care. I really tried to make it to where I didn't hear this all day, but you know, I'll turn the game volume down and I won't spend that much time over here. But we got some auto crafters set up, right? So bamboo funnels down, goes in the auto crafter, it fills up, it crafts, comes into here, and then, you know, haven't set it up yet, but if we're all full, it just stays in here and we collect logs. If not, comes into this auto crafter. Boom, crafts into planks, goes through here, fills up our furnaces. Right, so we're getting there. We'll get there eventually. Right, so fun. We got paid employee number 1. Many more to come. But what the fuck is that? I mean, what the frick is that, man? Right. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I just can't wait for him to somehow suffocate in a wall or something. But in the meantime, he's all good. Alrighty, now, this episode, surprise, surprise, we are doing another build. And that's what we see over here outlined. Now, unfortunately, I was in a creative world, just kind of messing around, getting my block palette down, getting a general idea. And I made a mistake. I fell in love with the block palette that just so happens to be kind of expensive. I haven't turned that down yet. Just so happens to be expensive. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Is that it? Oh, here it is. For now. And those blocks that I happen to need are blackstone, you know, deep slate, copper bulbs, and a couple other odds and ends, but those are the main parts, and I have not been to the nether hardly at all, and so that's what I need to do. In order to do that, I am gonna need to gear up a little bit better. So we're gonna need a little bit of this. Okay, sweet. Alright, boys. Bit check. Alright. So, oh, what the? Anyways. Right, so, did some enchanting. Got myself a little bit of gold to protect me. Some diamonds. And I swear, they made enchanting odds worse. Because ain't no way I spent that much, what's the word I'm looking for? That many levels. And I could not, for the life of me, get feather falling. So, we'll have to be a little bit careful in here. But, gonna look for some blackstone first. And then, after that, we're gonna look for a fortress and see if we can get some, blaze rods for our bulbs. And, then we'll get the heck out of here. Woo!
Right, so let's get into what I'm building this episode and why I'm building it. Right, so I think we've done a pretty good job so far of getting like the steampunk aesthetic, at least in these early builds. You know, we got the super smelter, lots of, I don't know, scaffolding and gears stuff. So I think that's going pretty good. We definitely need to keep it up. I need to add a chimney on my super smelter, of course. But what I've kind of noticed is, you know, our city so far has no culture. It has no culture, and also along with that, it's got no height. And if you remember, one of the whole things I wanted to do is I just wanted to build up and up and up, right? So, to go with like the brutal, evil, I don't know if evil is the right word, but you know, the brutal aesthetic, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna build a spire, right? So it's just gonna be a tower up into the sky, and you know, what's its purpose? Well, I just said we're gonna build up into the sky, so
It is time. Okie dokie. Now, are we done? No, we are not done. In fact, we're a bit far from done. This is only the first level. Right? Now, yeah, right. So this is just the first level of our Spire. And this is going to be, I'd say, probably like a medium to smaller size Spire, right? And it's going to start getting gradually thinner and thinner as we go up into the air. So, what the hell? What the heck, I mean? So, first level right there. It's simple. It really is. I might do a little bit more texturing, changing it up a little bit, but in general, I think this is going to be the basic idea, at least for this Spire. I might vary them as I go, but there's still. Oh, I'd be burping. Gotta have one every episode. But as I go up, what was I saying? That just reset my brain. They're all gonna have, in general, a dark theme, and they're gonna be tall. Like this one, probably about that tall, taller than the mountain by a little bit, maybe a good little bit. But right, we are going up. So I used deep slate, blackstone. I used some basalt. I forgot to mention that earlier, but I needed to collect some basalt. It adds a little bit of like grayish blue in there that I kind of like. And these copper bulbs, I'm gonna let them age probably. Maybe that far. Maybe I'll leave some. I don't know. Like I kind of like them, but I also kind of like the idea of them being like old and blue, but then they're not lit up very much. I don't know. It'll be a balancing act. And right, I think it's pretty cool. And I'm gonna get a few more resources because that was a bit more intensive than I thought it would be. And we'll be right back with the next level. Haha. It is looking evil, and honestly, I very much like it. It's gonna be pretty tall, probably a little taller than I expected, but I think that's fine. We wanted to go high, and they didn't really plan it out, so we'll just see how high we go.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the episode. The build is done. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think it looks really cool. And I think it's going to fit in a lot more once we start getting in some other builds. It looks really evil. And I think that's really cool. You know, it took a lot of resources. I kept having to stop halfway through to go collect more. But yeah, it just kept going higher and higher. And thanks for watching. And I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to build next. I'm sure I can find some ideas, but if you guys have any ideas, be sure to let me know, and I may well just build that next. It's so cool. Like, I can't even get the whole thing in the shot at once. But thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time. Bye bye.